Case most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Towns. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Here's Mo. Mobley. Mitchell finds Mobley. Now Garland. Down low. Here's Allen, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The shot by Conley, no good. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Mobley. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. McDaniels with the rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
They get it again. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Edwards for 3. Kept alive. Gobert passes to Conley. Towns against Garland. And another shot. And it's Towns with a bucket inside. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Mitchell, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
The Cavs trailing. Mitchell drives in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's in there. Towns has got 6. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. From down in the low post, it goes. Give him 8.
I tell you, I mean, the confidence of Towns when he's facing up, really relaxed and comfortable to let it go without hesitation.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Crafty move. And Garland with the lay-in. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Oh, got a piece of it. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Pass to Garland. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter, and Mobley gets it to go.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Mitchell against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Allen. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of off. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. Here's Alexander Walker after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Back to Prince. On the wing, Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Anderson. The three ball. The shot that time not on target. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Out to Garland. Outside Mitchell. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Prince. Drains the triple.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland. And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Well, Cleveland's shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Pass to Wade. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's Green. Finished off the break.
Boy, Green has a knack for knowing exactly how to get open in transition.
Pass to Prince from deep three-point range. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Levert, that's good.
Boy, because he's got such great confidence in his ball handling skills, he's fearless attacking the rim.
Pass to Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers have surprised many with their ascension. Coach Bickerstaff said they had to be really patient through some difficult times, but his star center, Jared Allen, said, quote, no matter who's in front of us, big or small, we're going to go out there and fight till the end. Brian?
Yeah, that's what got him here, Allie. Thank you. They get it back. Kicks it out to Anderson. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Takes a three. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Releases. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 10.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cleveland calls timeout. The Cavs trailing. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Now Allen. Outside Garland. Takes the three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound Minnesota. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Towns with the ball. Back to Daniels. From the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Edwards. Driving it, and it's in! Oh! Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
Your Cavaliers, 31. The Timberwolves, 36.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Minnesota in the lead. So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. Edwards can't hit.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
If you're the D, don't let Mitchell beat you inside. Gotta push him out further.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Okoro on the wing. The 3. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota shooting a solid 53% from the floor. To the wing on the left. Back to Edwards. Towns a screen on Garland. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Towns' 3-pointer is elite. but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Conley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Allen. McDaniels can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Okoro penetrating from deep. Mobley. The shot won't fall. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Pass to Garland. Going inside. 4-3. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
McDaniels finds Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Out to Garland. Shot to end the cold streak. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3, Conley. The rebound by Allen.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Cleveland calls timeout.
Who wants a t-shirt? You know what to do. Make some noise. And please give a round of applause for your powerhouse dance team.
Cleveland has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Mitchell misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Okoro on the wing. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Stolen by Conley. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. From deep, Mitchell nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 16 points.
It's just a sign of an elite scorer like Mitchell. When he receives the pass, he's looking to let it fly.
Outside Conley. And the 3-pointer goes. Conley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The 3 from Mitchell. He can't hit that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Edwards. Pulls up. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist from Edwards. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead. Here's Allen. Mobley outside. Mitchell up top, covered by Towns. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Conley finds McDaniels. From deep. He's rebounded by Okoro. McDaniels gone 1 of 5 from the field. And Mitchell with the slam.
You love to see Mitchell explode like this on offense. A guy who has so much potential as an elite scorer.
Out to the right wing. Gobert passes to Towns. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss. From deep, Conley knocks it down from distance. Conley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Danny Green, also Karis LeVert out there, Robin Lopez out there with Jetty Osman, and it's Wade in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Reed. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Jumps up, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Prince can't hit. The Cavs trailing. Picked his pocket. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Wade. With the second effort, counted, and the foul. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Defensive foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And Minnesota calls time here. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Rivers. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. With the game being this tight, each possession takes on a greater importance. He told his players, quote, be in the moment. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell on it. Focus on the next play. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But
the previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Towns. Inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Once again, there's Prince. Boy, he's really refined that three-point shot, and it's expanded his game, too.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. And he's going, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The previous play is under review.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making it burn the free throws.
Both free throws good from Mitchell. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Edwards against Mitchell. Here's Prince. Now Towns. Pass to Conley. Clock is at 3. Mobley grabs the board. And here comes Cleveland. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Outside for Mitchell. To the middle. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist from Allen.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Prince with the bucket.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there. When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
To the inside. Shot is good by Edwards.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Stolen by Conley. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Edwards pass to Conley. Towns for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Proving to be a true leader in these spots, Mitchell embraces the chance to sink these important baskets.
Now here's Towns.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
A leader on this team. These guys trust Mitchell to come up huge at the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the gap to 1. Garland against Conley. Right wing. Here's Prince. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Count it!
And they aren't over the limit yet. It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
The 3 from Okoro. And buries it from deep. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Cleveland calls timeout.
previous play is underway.
For a review of the last second shot. If they overturn the basket, they'd get a chance to play the overtime period. Otherwise, this one's over.
And while watching it live, it was hard to see whether he beat the clock or not. Looks like he might.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on the release and the defenders. If you waited just a split.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And for Minnesota, they're shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Edwards with it. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Pass to Okoro. Now Garland. Now here's Mobley to take the lead. Sinks it from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
4 quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Allen can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Garland.
Hey, it's not easy to have all eyes on you in these moments, but you know what? Edwards, he's shown he can handle it. He can be the clutch guy.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Conley. There's the 3. The rebound by Allen.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Mitchell. Got a piece of it.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
Back to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. They swipe it. Here's Okoro. Allen on the wing. Outside for Mitchell. Garland against Towns. Allen. Money.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. LeVert's checked in. And here comes Cleveland. Allen. The putback is no good. And stolen by Mobley. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. And he drives in. Oh, he can't jam it home.
You know, this is why they go to LeVert, guys, because he's shown he can come through for his teammates.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're down by 1. There's 10 seconds left to play in overtime.
Substitution for your Cavaliers.
Danny Green, Ricky Rubio.
Now Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Edwards pass to Gobert. Shoots over Allen. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you.
This should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Stolen by Mitchell. For the finish, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
A disruptor at both ends. Mitchell's capable of taking over at any moment.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mitchell's shot is good.
Wasting no time. Donovan is never afraid to fire.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Allen trying to break free from outside off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively. Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Garland against Morant. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And looking back at the 2017 draft, it just seems absurd that Donovan Mitchell fell to the 13th pick.
Greg, well, in hindsight, is always 2020. You know that. I don't think many of us could have predicted him averaging 20 points as a rookie or becoming a fixture at All-Star games.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. And so here's Memphis, trailing by 5. Bane passes to Morant. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Mobley inside, guarded by Jackson. The drive by Garland. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Mobley. Offensive rebound. Mobley double teamed. Here's Mitchell. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got 9.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to Brooks. Bane looking around. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Brooks. On the wing, Jackson fires from deep. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bane. Adams trying to free himself up. Bane, no good. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Garland against Jackson. Mobley outside. Outside Garland. Nice move. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bane, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him.
When Donovan Mitchell gets fired up, you better watch out. We know he's capable of having a big night.
Out to Brooks. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Cavaliers lead by 8. It's the end.
Please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
We've got Robin Lopez. Karis LeVert is out there with Green, and it's Osman in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Adams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Here's LeVert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LeVert's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morant with a wide open look. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Morant's got 9.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Here's LeVert. They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
Here's LeVert, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
LeVert against Morant. Lopez dishes to Wade. Puts the move on, and he lays it up and in.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Wade finds Lopez. Here's LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Wade. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
The kick out to Lopez. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Get up and get loud. Please welcome to the floor your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Okoro with it, working on Williams. Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Williams with the ball. Garland picks him up. 1:21 left in the first half of the game. 5 to shoot. Jones finds Clark. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Tillman's shot is off. The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, the combo guard, continues to impress. An all-star caliber talent with a tremendous drive.
Here's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Mobley misses.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Williams with a clean look. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Williams kicks to Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside. Kennard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
And stolen by Williams. And a close game so far.
Your Cavaliers, 30. The Grizzlies, 26.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So on the floor for Memphis, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks, and it's Morant in at the point guard. Brooks the pass to Morant. Driving inside and finished off by Morant.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, and he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best. Stronger.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time
The previous play is under review.
closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it with double checking, and the game continues on.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Mitchell. Morant kicks to Brooks. A miss that time would have put him up. Cavaliers leading. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The offensive rebound, Allen. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
And how about the focus from Allen? Just powering through the physical defense and finding a way to score.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Passes it to Kennard. Memphis moving that ball around. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brooks.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
Outside Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Here's Mitchell. He takes it in. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Morant kicks to Brooks. The pass to Adams. It's Jackson atop the key. And stolen by Mobley. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Jackson is doubled. Pass to Adams. It's tipped. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Yeah, so explosive. More often than not, Mitchell will beat you to the spot.
For Cleveland, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's LeVert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Back to Kennard. It's stolen by Green. Played with it. Guarded now by Clark. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. LeVert the pass to Green. Back to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Kennard. No good on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 7. Here's Osman. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
It's stolen by Wade. Green finds LeVert. And he slams it one-handed.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Outside, Jones. Clock at 6 to end the run. Back to Clark. Pass to Kennard. This one for 3. And no good that time. Three-pointer, LeVert. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 11-point. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. LeVert out there with Green. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Wade in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And LeVert, here we go. Here's Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Now the pass to LeVert. And here is Green. He's guarded by Williams. Green, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he lifts on that.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Okoro passes to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Bain. Here's the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Garland surveying the D. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Bain against Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A high flyer with long arms. Mitchell attacks and powers it down.
Morant with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Morant, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end. Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Allen finds Garland. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Mitchell against Bain. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
To the middle. There's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Cleveland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Mitchell is double. Mobley outside. There's the triple. They get it back. Allen. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Morant with the drive. Yep, it counts.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Driving the lane. Rebounded by Jackson.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And finished off by Morant.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Misses. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
Got two teams here that like to play up-tempo, hoping to find lots of fast break points tonight, RJ.
Yeah, it could be tough when both squads have this type of speed. It makes it a little bit harder to escape the defense. And look, everybody will keep the ball locked up tight tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the one. And then Morant with the dunk!
The transition point started by Morant, not only with the steal, but he gets the break going with that first pass.
Out to the wing. Outside Conley. Down low. The kick out to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks launches a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season. But as a whole, this young team, they won their division. But the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Here's Jackson following the score by Minnesota. Bane finds Jackson. Morant with it. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside Edwards. Into the lane. Oh, the swat by Adams. Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. And here's Bane. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Right side, Morant. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bane. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And it's Brooks missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Now here's Jackson. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And he nails the third. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson finds Morant. Edwards pulls it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Wow! I can't believe he just did that!
Wow. See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Now here's Morant. Morant drawing the double team. The 3 from Bane. And another miss by Memphis.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Edwards against Bane. And they get it back. Now Conley. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Goes up again. Over to the left wing. Here's Towns. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left in the first quarter here. The three from Bane. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. Tillman with a screen. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Jones. They shoot again. Back to Kennard with 1 on the clock. Pass to Tillman. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Anderson. That one goes in.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The T-Wolves on top. Up.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota. We've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Williams misses. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Here's Rivers. Back to Alexander-Walker. To the paint. And stolen by Jones. Outside, Williams. Reed against Jones. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing, right side. From outside the arc. Tillman misses. And here's Minnesota now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Memphis trailing here.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Anderson inside, working on Williams. Second chance effort. Pass to Alexander-Walker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul.
First one falls for him. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
A line change here for Memphis. Bane, the pass to Morant. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Inside, here's Adams. Pass to Bane. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bane's got 6.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Okay, look out!
Wow. Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one misses. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
And Minnesota has possession. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Here's Gobert, off target at the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. The three is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels against Brooks. Towns on a screen. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Towns. Fades back. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Memphis shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. On the wing, Bane. Releases. And that one's long.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And he's able to get it back. McDaniels passes to Conley. Here's Towns from behind the arc. Adams grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. Brooks against McDaniels. Outside for Morant. Driving in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Adams. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebound, Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Conley. Picked by Gobert. Conley passes to Towns. Knocked away. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
The Grizzlies, 19.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Luke Kennard out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Kennard. Outside Jones. Clark right side. And the shot falls short that time.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Brent's can't hit. And Memphis shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Kennard outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Rivers. Fires for three. Another shot. And Reed with a lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. 90 seconds into the second half now. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
The kick out to Edwards. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Right side Edwards. And he drives in. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Payne against Edwards. Outside Conley. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the three. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The drive by Morant. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Here's McDaniels. The layup misses.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
On the wing, Bane. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Fires it. Here's McDaniels. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. There's the triple. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Adams, the pass to Morant. Here's the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets there, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Adams. Oh, a dunk and a foul! And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal
Previous play is up.
even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Anderson finds Reed. Pass to Prince. Anderson for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota with a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice job completing the break. Triple J gets the points.
And here's Minnesota now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Reed can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. From deep, Bain. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Rivers. From deep. Drills it from deep. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And they recover it. Right side, Morant. Back to Brooks. Morant with it. Outside for Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits a 3-pointer.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Here's Prince on the take. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Allie, thank you. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside, Williams. And here's Morant outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebounding.
Edwards against Jackson. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Adams. From deep, Bain fires in the triple. And now it's just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
They get it back. For Memphis, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Jackson with it. Towns covering. Williams from long range. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks is checked in. .149 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Prince. Knocks down the long J. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
The ball's knocked loose. Outside for Moran. Clock at 6. Jackson, pass to Moran. Outside Bain. The 3-ball. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Here's Moran. Jackson outside. From deep, Bain. The shot comes out, so Minnesota will take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Brooks against Conley. Brooks comes with a double team. Outside Conley. To the paint. Gobert gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson against Edwards. Outside for Moran. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Seconds left in the final quarter. Over to the wing. From downtown. Prince can't hit. A shot to stop the run. That one doesn't drop. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson.
Is what you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Nobody near Allen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Okoro. It's deflected. Stolen by Okoro. Garland the pass to Mitchell. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive, nice.
And that one drops for him.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Conley for 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And he nails the third.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Allen, Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Another miss by Minnesota. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Edwards finds Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Conley penetrating. That's a 2 from Towns. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Towns has got 5 now. Edwards against Mitchell. The pass to Okoro. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Timberwolves leading by 6. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thanks, David. Now, here's McDaniel, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. McDaniels dishes to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Michael Conley.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
They get it again, and Gobert kicks to Edwards. The second chance effort. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here's Garland for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Over to the left wing. McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. One-on-one here. Here's a Okoro. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Naz Reid out there with Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Rivers. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Cleveland. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Now here's Rivers. Wade brings the double team. Rivers passes to Anderson. And he converts the layup.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And Doris looking back at last year, the Cavs far exceeded expectation.
They played beyond their years. Such a young team that played with such maturity, and that was coming off some very lean years. To me, their talent is unmistakable. Give credit to the organization for drafting well and making key trades that have really elevated this roster.
Green kicks to LeVert. Lopez passes to LeVert. Over in the corner, Osman. Back to LeVert. And that one is stuffed right through.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
Now here's Reed. Wade is covering. And here's Prince outside. Lock at 6. And Anderson has it in the corner. Passes it to Reed. Doesn't go that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. LeVert the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
You know, they don't have an answer for that. Robin is just exerting his will on the inside there.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Get out of your seats and let us know you want one. Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. Anderson outside.
Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancer.
And here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Green left side. Out to Wade. Osman, the pass to LeVert. The feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Prince dishes to Anderson. Back to Prince. Wade brings the double team. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Osman, the pass to Wade. Over Rivers. And the basket by Wade. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Now LeVert. After the missed three from Kyle Anderson.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Over in the corner, Osman. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Osman's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Reed gets the bucket.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Out to the wing. Osman kicks to Lopez. Pass to Green. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Green. Cleveland moving it around. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Now here's Reed. He's tightly guarded. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Tipped away. Lopez with the steal. Here's LeVert with 4 seconds on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Earning a trip to the line. Karis LeVert is one tough guy. Has had to fight through so many leg injuries over the course of his career. Incredible.
Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, David, thank you.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 22. The Cavaliers, 28.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got...
Give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Garland. The dunk and the foul of power. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review it.
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
These players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Edwards drops them both. Cavaliers leading. Pass to Okoro. Sinks the triple. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
McDaniels finds Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And they get it back. Gobert the pass to Towns over Allen. Outside, Towns. Clock at 4. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Okoro. They shoot again. Deflected by Mitchell.
Boy, guys, you just love when Donovan Mitchell is engaged defensively. The athleticism allows him to send that shot back.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Their ability again.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
The Timberwolves have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Edwards drawing the double team.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Towns against Garland. Towns kicks to Edwards. From past the arc. They get it back. Towns for 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Mitchell against Prince. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And the pass to Prince. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Another miss by Minnesota. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-5 run here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
Here's Osman down low. Mitchell's shot is good. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Mitchell with it. He's got 16. Into the lane, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now Edwards. Outside Conley. Gobert trying to get open.
This guy's got tremendous instincts and a tremendous wingspan. That is what makes Danny Green so good on the defensive end. Just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Caris LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
Wade finds LeVert. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Cleveland leading by 22. Green passes to LeVert. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Knocks it loose.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green passes to LeVert. Cleveland moving the ball around. The 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Caris LeVert is in the zone, he's hard to shake. This guy can heat up quickly.
Edwards dishes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Wade is covering, and Towns gets it to go.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
It's stolen by Gobert. Lobbed up there for Edwards. It doesn't go for him. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Osman. Back to LeVert. From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Towns finds Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels in the post. Lopez covering. Edwards passes to Conley. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karis LeVert.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. For 3, Edwards. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Third team foul.
It's on Jared Allen.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Conley surveying the D. Back to Edwards. To the middle. To the wing right side. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Towns wide open. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Fires the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Mitchell finds Garland. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell a screen on Edwards. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Connects from three-point range.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
Towns, the pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was
They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Grizzlies now. From deep, Bane. The offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Adams a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Morant. Goes back up. Tries yet again. Bane finds Jackson. Morant drawing the double team. Pass to Adams. Outside Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Now here's Mobley. Back to Garland. Mobley outside. Lets it go from deep. That one no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. On the wing, Bane. Checked by Mitchell. Ooh, and Adams. Strong finish.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Here's Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
The Cavaliers leading. Back to Okoro. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smith.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
The Cavs have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Mobley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Cavaliers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Here's Mitchell. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And the shot's good. Give him 8.
This guy just gets buckets. Donovan understands his team expects him to score inside.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Jackson finds some space. Another shot. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And finished off by Garland.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Garland. And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
From deep, Mobley. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And it's Brooks missing. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Garland. For 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Allen. Here's Mitchell. Great D that time from Bain.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And so it's...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Green out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Cedi Osman. And it's Wade in at the power forward position. Here's Kennard. No good on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Wade. Connects from downtown.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Outside, Williams. There's the drive, and the layup falls.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And the Cavs shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pass to Lopez. Now here's LeVert. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. LeVert's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now here's LeVert. Here's Osman. Pass to Wade. Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's LeVert. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Clark finds Jones. The kick out to Williams. Lopez with the steal. Here's LeVert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Tyus Jones.
You see the quick first step of LeVert getting into the lane and forcing the issue.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have. And they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Osman into the lane. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Osman. Now here's Green. Outside for LeVert. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. LeVert's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Here's Wade. And here's Lopez. 1:24 left in the second period. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you like to keep the big fella involved offensively, especially around the rim. Like that, Robbins with a nice move.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Stolen by Bane. Going all the way to the rack. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Quick hands from Desmond. Coming up with that steal. Beautiful.
Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. To the right side. Back to LeVert. 46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Cleveland calls timeout. Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Bane. The Cavaliers have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen with it. Here's Okoro. Outside Garland. Back to Okoro. Pass to Garland. Oh, stolen by Morant. Now here's Adams. The 3 is up. Conchar, good.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Here's Mitchell. And that concludes the first half.
The Grizzlies, 27. The Cavaliers, 38.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Then it's John Conchar, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Williams in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Now here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. Out to Garland. Pass to Okoro. Allen against Williams. 5 on the clock. Back to Okoro. Second shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Mitchell into the lane. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Morant finds Jackson. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Now here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for Memphis, Zaire Williams, taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Mitchell going inside. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
The Cavs have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Okoro on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Here he goes. And Mitchell with the slam.
Always on the attack. Mitchell loves to drive it to the hoop, put the pressure on the D.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Conchar.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Back to Williams. Memphis the rebound. Adams. He gets it in there. Adams has got 8.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 14. Garland finds Allen. Allen with a screen on Morant. Garland, the pass to Allen. Mobley outside. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
Clock at 2. Allen attacking. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Rubio's checked in for Cleveland.
Cavaliers substitution, Ricky Rubio.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Now here's Rubio. Pass to Okoro. To the left side wing. For 3, Allen gets the 3 ball to go.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Great use of the pump fake, the best move in basketball. So much untapped potential with Jaren Jackson.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks comes in for Conchar. And it's Bain in for Williams. Now here's LeVert. He's got 10. 29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Green. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Robin Lopez leaving nothing to chance there with the dunk.
Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LeVert outside. Green for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
That might be a soul-crushing basket. What a shot to carry them into the fourth.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Karis LeVert is out there with Danny Green. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Jetty Osman. And it's Wade in at the four-man position. Lopez with the steal. LeVert with the ball. Guarded by Morant. To the wing on the left. It's another three for Cleveland. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their activity has been at a constant level, always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Outside for Green. The three. Gets the three to fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
From deep, Bane. The dive for the ball. And they'll get another chance. Jackson outside. Pass to Bane. Jackson outside. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Not just a floor spacer with the jump shot. Jaron solid also from the mid-range.
Takes a three. The shot by LeVert, no good. The Grizzlies shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Cleveland calls timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your first gymnastics.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And there was absolutely nothing they could do to slow him down in this one. It seemed like every shot he put up went in. And his teammates responded.
Whoa, wow. Wait a second. Great to see Mitchell on a roll offensively. And you know his team is loving it too.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Clark. Pass to Conchar. Back to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
LeVert with the ball. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his third assist of the night.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
The crossover. Here's Conchar. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lopez. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Acrobatic move by Donovan Mitchell, lifting off the floor for a slam.
Pass to Morant. Driving inside. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Jackson. And finally, that one's good.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Mitchell drives in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Down low. And Mitchell with the slam.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Did you see Donovan Mitchell catch and finish in the same motion?
And then Morant with the dunk.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Mitchell, a screen on Morant. And he lobs it up. And Mitchell with the slam.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Cavaliers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Donovan Mitchell.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Morant into the lane. Pass to Conchar. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Now Lopez deflects the pass. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Brooks from outside fires in the triple.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
LeVert goes against Morant. Outside Mitchell. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Mitchell's got 32 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Green, the pass to Mitchell. Now Lopez. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was...
on 2K Sports. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist clock, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. They grab their own miss. Adams. Brooks kicks to Morant. Out to Brooks. From the arc. Tries yet again. And Morant finishes inside.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
Towns in the corner. Back to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley's shot is off.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
6 to shoot. Towns with the steal. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul.
And Towns no good on that one. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Stolen by Conley. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Towns. That one doesn't go. And it's Memphis the other way. And so just over a minute and a half played. Morant kicks to Bane. Bane drawn the double team. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Stolen by Brooks. Bane the bounce pass. And Morant gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Towns a screen on Bane. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis is gone 0-2 from deep here. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The Timberwolves have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Edwards dishes to Towns. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Towns with the steal. Trying to get something going. It's stolen by Adams. Fast break Memphis. Bane for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Conley. They double team Conley. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Conley.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. His confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made...
Oh, wow, man!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires for 3. Here's Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Gobert. That one misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's Conchar. They get the rebound out to the right wing. Traps in the tray.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Towns. Plays it up and banks it in.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
The three from Morant. That shot missing. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's and glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Reed. Austin Rivers is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Memphis moving that ball around. On the wing, Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. Prince wide open. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree, and you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Jones checked in for Memphis. Jackson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Prince, right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Jackson from long range. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
A shot by Williams, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Prince kicks to Rivers. Back to Prince. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. Prince with it. Guarded now by Clark. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Wow, he got whacked on that. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the second free throw, good. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Morant, he's checked in for Jones. And so it's Memphis with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The pass to Conchar. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Conchar's got 6 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Towns finds Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Latrey. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Karl-Anthony Towns.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Towns high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl-Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table. Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Katz is generally among the best in the league.
Pass to Clark. The dish now to Morant. Clark sets a screen for Morant. A 3-ball, just 4 to shoot, and rebounded by McDaniels.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Towns against Jackson. Towns dishes to Conley. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant, the bounce pass. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Gobert. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 8-point game. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Brooks kicks to Clark. Back to Brooks. To the inside. Stolen by Michael Conley.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Conley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
And that'll do it for the first half of
Grizzlies 26, the Timberwolves 21.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Kennard is out there with Jones, and it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. For the tie, Kennard with the rebound. Memphis leading by 3. Adams outside. Dishes to Jackson. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound, and Adams kicks to Kennard. Brooks against Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks, the pass to Kennard. Jackson from long range. It's not going to go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes it to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open, and with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Edwards.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Conley outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves. Kennard with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Brooks the pass to Adams. To stop the run. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Conley with a wide open look. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Sinks the triple.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Out to Brooks. Conley against Jones. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Back to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Here's Conley. And he makes good on the layup. Conley's got 11 points.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Kennard finds Adams. Back to Kennard. Pass to Jones. Back to Kennard. Outside, Jones. Over Conley. Good work defensively by Conley. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Over in the corner, Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Jones. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Jones. Brooks outside. Outside for Jackson. 3-pointer. Outside, Bain takes the 3. Left side, Jackson. Goes up again. And finally they hit 1. He's got 8.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ends up dropping. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson kicks to Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns. And that one goes long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Towns for 3. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant kicks to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Conley against Morant. Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Pass to Conchar. And the 3 off target. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Moore is checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. Off the inbound pass, and Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Outside, Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Bain. Out to the right wing. From deep. Conchar, good.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. And he banks in the layup. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach you've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Prince kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. Shoots over Morant. Another miss by Minnesota.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently. It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Here's Conchar. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. .105 left in the 4th quarter. Towns kicks to Prince. Towns, a screen on Brooks. Back to Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Pass to Adams. Now Morant. Jackson has the open look. Laces one from 3.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
And Gobert kicks to Prince. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Mike Conley's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And both free throws good for Prince.
Excellent composure at the line there to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside Edwards. Yes!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush, that could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Here's Morant. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Conchar, good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Towns gets to Conley. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And then Morant slams it in.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
And Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break to Morant's got. Jackson dishes to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Right wing. Here's Conchar. Gobert pulls it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Count it. And it's 13 points for Mike Conley.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Morant passes to Conchar. Here's Morant. Jackson with the screen. Morant gets to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Towns finds Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Back to Towns. Takes a 3. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Morant.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Conley with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Conchar. Now the pass to Morant. Adams in the corner. Beyond the arc. Towns with the defensive effort. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 3. And here's Conley outside. Misses the 3. For 3, Edwards. Can't get the 3 to fall. To tie it up. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And the Timberwolves call time. They get a hand on it, and so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're... And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Now here's Morant. Kicks it to Jackson. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards can't hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Conley, the pass to Prince. To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks outside. He kicks to Adams to the left side wing. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Conley. Lock at 6. Morant. Gobert with the block. Here's Prince. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Outside Edwards.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves shooting for the game at 42%. Outside Conley. He dishes it to Edwards. To take the lead. And it's good on the way in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And they double up Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. Out in his own on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 2. 1:12 left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Kicks it out to Prince. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Hey, guys, that's exactly why Prince is out there in these moments. Big-time shot. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant reaches to Brooks. Conchar, the pass to Adams. Here's Conchar. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Edwards against Morant. Adams right side. Just 3 to shoot.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
The kick out to Towns. The dish to Prince. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Morant, Gobert with the block, and they're able to recover. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Prince in the corner. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. The double over. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and